Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So SMU's offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Finds the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Maryland. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Oh, better look out! He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Mustangs are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Maryland. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Pittsburgh's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't in great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Caught behind the line. It's Holmes. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. On the ground, it's Reed. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. 3rd and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Maryland. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got it in the middle. It's Renson. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved on the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Harden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On the ground, it's Harden. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
Pass interference. Offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And tackled there by the defense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
To the air, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They booted away. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, out of space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got the first down and more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. And that one's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle?
There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Number 5, with the catch and score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Maryland. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The throw finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Trying to set the tone with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Got his man to the left. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Pulls and fires complete. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Lost to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Pitt! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Makes the catch. It's Brinson. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quarterback keeps it. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Gives it on the option. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hicks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Holmes. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Jennings. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Mustangs are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Showing off the arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Brenson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. Follow the blocker. The offensive line
of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. From the gun, the running back has it. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third down coming up after that completion. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That's caught. It's Singleton. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Mustang. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Is no good. That keeps the score 10.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And some room to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
There's the pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maryland. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Merrill. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Maryland. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Caught over the middle. It's Holmes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the 1st down.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Singleton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Caught behind the line, it's Turner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Give to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, SMU! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Snags it on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Holmes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lets it fly. Oh, look at the sticky Velcro-esque fingers. He's got it for a touchdown, and now they need the 2, and we'll be all tied up.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Trying to search it in. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.